Hello friends, I am here with some more MCQs of 2019 CTET exam of social science. So first question is, contemporary understanding of social science pedagogy encourages teachers to do all the following except A. Encourage learners to learn by reading local experiences of others and discovering their own. B. Promote all learners to give identical answers to questions so that all improve. Option C. Appreciate learners' ability to frame questions on the given subject content and accept it as a valid test of learning. D. Provide opportunities to learners to apply classroom knowledge to real life situations. Correct answer is B. Modern social science pedagogy values diverse perspectives, critical thinking, and multiple response promoting identical answers discourage independent thinking and creativity. Question number 2, gender stereotype question is, which of the following is not an example of gender stereotyping? Options are A. Only boys are encouraged to participate in the football tournament. B. Only girls are asked to decorate class boards. C. Attention is given equally to both boys and girls during the discussion to encourage participation. D. Boys and girls are made to sit in separate rows to ensure discipline. Answer is C. That is, attention is given equally to both boys and girls during discussion to encourage participation. It promotes gender equality and inclusive participation. The other options reinforce traditional gender roles or segregation. Question number 3. Effective teaching of social science would require A. Perpetuating all cultural practices of the past. B. Critical analysis of literary text regardless of their age. C. Discarding all non-textual sources. D. Giving primacy to triangulation of sources. So you have to choose the correct options, which is given as 1. A and C only, 2. B and C only, C, B and D only, 3. B and D only, 4th is C and D only. Answer is 3. B and D only. Effective social science teaching encourages critical analysis and use of multiple sources, that is triangulation. Blindly preserving traditions or rejecting non-textual sources is not pedagogically sound. Next question, sensitivity in classroom or sensitivity towards social justice in the classroom can be encouraged by A. Including contemporary stories of people's struggles. B. Understanding historical context of unequal power relations. C. Discussing constitutional provisions on social justice. D. Using corporal punishments. So correct option you have to choose. Number 1, A and B. Number 2, A, B and C. Number 3, B, C and D. And number 4 is C and D. Correct answer is 2, A, B and C. Social justice education promotes empathy, constitutional awareness and critical understanding, whereas corporal punishment is against child-friendly pedagogy. Next question, pedagogy of history aims to A. Construct history based on sources. B. Trace continuity and change in social processes. C. Accept only dominant communities' interpretations. D. Understand events within socio-political contexts. You have to choose the correct option. First is ABC only, second is ABD only, third is ACD only, and fourth is BCD only. So correct answer is second, that is ABD only. History pedagogy values multiple interpretations, not just dominant narratives, and emphasizes contextual understanding. Next question, a right to pollution-free air is recognized as part of which fundamental right? Options A. Equality, B. Life. C. Justice. D. Freedom. Answer is B. Life. The Supreme Court has interpreted Article 21, that is right to life, to include the right to a clean and healthy environment. Next question, unity in diversity. Who coined the phrase to describe India as unity in diversity? A. Jawaharlal Nehru. B. B.R. Ambedkar. C. M.K. Gandhi. And D. Rajendra Prasad. Correct answer is A. That is Jawaharlal Nehru. Nehru frequently used this phrase to describe India's pluralistic society in discovery of India. Next question is a sixth number, I think. Nominated members in Lok Sabha. The number of members of the Lok Sabha are nominated and not elected are options A4, B1, C2, D0. Correct answer is D0. After the 104th constitutional amendment, remember the amendment, 104th constitutional amendment, which was done in 2020, nomination of Anglo-Indian members to Lok Sabha was abolished. Previously it was there. Next question, number 7. Nepal's in 2006, Nepal changed from monarchy to options are A. Autocracy, B. Tyranny, C. Democracy, D. Oligarchy. Answer is C. Democracy. The People's Movement Jan Andolan 2 led to the end of monarchy and establishment of democracy. Next question. Why should students learn to be critical? A. To be cynical about everything. B. To maintain status quo. C. To relate issues of their own lives. D. To appreciate uniform perspectives. Answer is C. To relate issues to their own lives. Critical thinking helps learners to connect social issues with real life experiences and become informed citizens. Next question, which example best represent diversity? A. Difference in school access. B. Economic inequalities. C. Social exclusion. D. Different languages spoken. Correct answer is D. Diversity refers to variety in culture, language, traditions, not inequality or discrimination. Next question, after visiting Hero Bomdila Namdapha National Park, Tawang and Lesung village, on which medium should students mark the states visited? A. Mizoram and Meghalaya on a map. B. Manipur and Sikkim on a timeline. C. Arunachal Pradesh and Manipur on a map. D. Nagaland and Tripura on a timeline. Answer is C. That is Arunachal Pradesh and Manipur on a map. The location mentioned are Arunachal Pradesh and Manipur, and maps, not timelines, are appropriate for spatial representation. Thank you. Please share and subscribe.